Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is now week 7 of lockdown in the UK. Obviously every country has a different lockdown isolation procedure, but for us we are pretty much confined to our homes, but we are allowed one walk a day and we are allowed to do a food shop and buy essentials. But that's pretty much it. I haven't been doing a warm walk every day. I've pretty much been at home. So I thought I would do a video on 10 ways to cope with lockdown. Let's go.
So the first thing I would recommend is to make some plans for things you would like to do once this is all over. For me, this is literally just looking at picnic spots and places I'd like to visit. Not booking anything, but just giving myself a gentle reminder that this is temporary. This is not a permanent situation that we're in. It will end and life will go back to normal. But it's nice to kind of make a list of things you'd like to do. I'm also moving out in December, so I had a little look at some flats and houses we could afford to rent, and just seeing what's out there and also where we'd like to go is very much an open book for us, so it's quite exciting. But for you, this could maybe be thinking of places you'd like to travel to, live, study, just thinking about your future and making a few little loose plans. Now, tidying is something that doesn't really come naturally to me, but since I'm moving into a new room, I got every single thing I own, I plonked it in the middle of my room, and I started to sort things out. It sounds cliche, but decluttering your space does help to declutter your mind and make you feel a bit calmer and just a little bit more present in your space. So getting rid of all of this, going to be putting it in charity shops bags and giving it to those once they reopen. And this is the room I will be moving into. And I wanted it to be a blank slate. I didn't want it to be full of things I don't use, and I'm very much looking forward to being here. Even something as simple as just having clean bed sheets helps. Just something nice to get into at the end of the day. And my next tip is getting outside, obviously only if you're allowed to, but if you are allowed your daily walk, taking that when you feel like you can really helps. So I've been going on a walk a few times a week, mainly out of laziness, but I do find it helps me and I never regret it. Also for me, I have a lot of houseplants, so just looking after them, watering them, helps me kind of nurture something and I feel like I'm caring for something. I also like putting them outside and giving them a bit of sunshine. I'm not actually sure if they appreciate this, but in my mind they do, and they're kind of my only company right now, so I get a lot of enjoyment from my plants. Now, I've put reading down as my next tip. I like using my Kindle and I get digital books through Kindle Unlimited. Obviously this isn't a sponsored video or anything, it's just what I like to use. But if you don't like reading and you don't really get into books that much, maybe try audiobooks, because I do kind of like them when I'm going on walks and cleaning. It's nice to escape to someone else's world. Right now, that's just a really nice thing to be able to do.
Although I don't know about anybody else, but my sleep has just gone off the scale. I used to be asleep by like 10 o'clock, awake before 7 and have energy throughout the day, and now I have no energy and I'm not sleeping until first it was 12 and now it's 1. I'm not getting any sleep until about 1 o'clock, and it's not like I'm not in bed. I lie in bed but I just can't sleep and my body just doesn't want to shut off. I think maybe it's because I'm not doing much moving. But even on days I have gone on long walks, I've still not been able to sleep. So I'm sleeping at 1 o'clock and I'm waking up at 8, 9 even. Sometimes I can't even get out of bed until 9. And I'm feeling so just grotty and gross and just no energy. So I think this week, now I'm in this new room and I have a hopefully comfy mattress, I think I'm gonna try and fix my sleep pattern. And maybe I'll film that because that's something I definitely need to do. But I'm just going to get back on with these invites now and try and get somewhere where I am happy with them. And it's quite fun. It's like I'm kind of training myself to be able to work in different ways for fun, which is what I always loved about art. So kind of get back into that kind of mindset.
So sleep is something I'm going to work on by getting myself into a routine. But another thing is getting on with personal work. For me, this is drawing. I've been doing lots of botanical and leaf drawings with the idea that I'm going to be using them for my wedding invites. But for you, this could be anything. It could be cross-stitching, knitting, crocheting, felting, painting, just doing something creative. And if you don't normally do things creative, maybe try a new hobby, maybe go on YouTube, get some tutorials and just try out new things. It can be really fun and refreshing, and it's just nice to do things for fun. I like watching TV when I draw for fun and also in the evenings. Shows I've loved and watched during lockdown include Killing Eve, Unorthodox, The Nest, Afterlife, Friday Night Dinner and New Girl, but there's loads of things on Netflix, and just getting into a new TV show can be another way to escape to someone else's world. Cooking is my next tip. I'm not a natural cook. In fact, it just doesn't come naturally to me at all, but I've been using BBC Good Foods and other kind of online recipes to use this time to try out new things, and I've just started with making things that I would usually buy. So hummus, I love hummus, and I've been making a lot of hummus. I've made plain hummus, olive hummus, garlic hummus, pepper hummus, chili hummus, all of the hummuses. Now in the evenings I've been incorporating a bit of self-care, so this is kind of 2 tips merged into one. The first tip is just giving yourself time to kind of properly clean your face and try things like face masks. I just find that it relaxes me so much, even if they look ridiculous. But also I've been listening to YouTube videos, relaxing sounds, and just trying to get myself more in the mood to go to sleep. And hopefully this is a healthy habit for the future as well, just looking after your hair, your skin, everything a little bit more, which is something I usually just don't have time for and I kind of neglect. And I'm trying to change that now. I'm in my mid-20s because I know it's important. This face mask is hilarious, so I love these face masks. They're so much fun. I don't actually know if they do much, but they're very entertaining. And yeah. Gotta love a good face mask, but things like bath bombs as well, just use stuff you have. So I've actually ordered a few products from The Ordinary. Don't really know much about skincare, but I'm really excited to try new things, and also just looking after my hair a bit more. I've not been drying it, I've not been straightening it, I've been washing it every few days, and then I've just been leaving it to do its own thing. And I'm not sure if I'll continue with this because I'm a bit self-conscious about how frizzy my hair gets. But at the moment, people don't see me and it's fine to just look after myself a little bit more. And I actually think my hair is growing quite quickly and everything seems to be improving when you look after it. Who knew? But I've got to say, this face mask makes me laugh so much. I feel like I look like something out of a horror movie, and I did walk around my house scaring my family with this thing on.
So if you got to this point of the video, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye guys.